Well,
Thank you
for
very
me,
much. Eh? Thanks so
you're
much for calling in tonight. Okay.
welcome.
Enjoy
You're
the rest
welcome.
of your weekend, and I hope I kind of speak to you again. And if I
Yeah,
don't,
definitely.
just enjoy the weekend. All
No,
right.
I'll keep. Yeah, I'm always in contact with the program, so I will.
Bless you, man. Stay safe.
All right.
Okay. You have a
Good
good one.
night, sir.
Mhm. So I have another caller, and I believe this is Osita. One name.
Nwanne m o,
One name.
nwanne dị ụtọ,
One
you
name. The
are sweet.
number. I'll say that to you
You,
now. How are you, Baba?
yeah, I'm all right, and you?
Well, I'm very well. Oh, just same old man, same old. We are here trying to kind of put all this info out there, and then let people kill their ignorance so that nobody can say I didn't know, because ignorance is
God bless,
now a choice.
God bless you, my brother.
Amen. And you too.
Yeah. This as kind of subject, sometimes I can't just wait for it to just roll by without me saying something.
Hmm.
You see, when we're talking about possibilities, oh, Tinubu will go to war. I'm not counting on the possibility. I am praying to Almighty God that He will go to that Niger Republic.
Yeah.
And when he goes there, he will see the consequences.
Hmm.
A great consequences in the sense that if you look at the Ukraine war, when you read about it very well, this Ukraine-Russia issue,
Hmm.
you will find out one thing that the West doesn't do, and they don't want to do it. They don't like long-time war
Hmm. Hmm.
because of the stockpile. They don't have the equipment for a long-time war. That's the reason they don't
They
do
just
that.
want to do it quick in and out and end it, and then
Exactly.
quickly make their profit and move on to the next one.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Then their own headache, the adversary they have, which is Putin and China. When you go and read about it, you will hear that they have stockpiled for a very long period of time. Building all this military equipment, no, people think that it's something like the way you build, I mean, the way you
Like you buy
produce,
phone. No.
the way you produce Fanta
No.
and Coke.
Hmm.
That's not the way. Some of those equipment, it takes even 365 days to get it ready.
No doubt.
So at the end of the day, what the Russian did was to make sure that they stretch the war. And when they stretch it,
Hmm.
they know that the West cannot win.
Hmm.
So that was exactly what was done. And so
Because
if
they could
Tinubu
have
is
marched to
thinking,
Kiev and do all of those things within like maybe a month and all that, but they
exactly,
didn't.
they didn't because of it's a superpower that they are dealing with. If it is
Hmm.
the smaller nations, they will have just marched into the place and end it like that. If somebody don't know, everybody should look at the war. Everybody knows that the Israelis, when they fight war, is still the NATOs that backs them up. Go and look at it. They are all short-term wars. The wars that lasted long, at the end of the day, Americans will pack their load and leave.
Hmm.
That is what they do. The Second World War, they didn't enter the Second World War until Roosevelt find out that, oh, everybody is weak. That was when he went into the war.
Until later. Hmm.
Later. So when people are talking about this thing, oh, Tinubu will go to this thing, and if he goes there, I pray that he goes there. That is what is going to break Nigeria so quick in the sense that
Hmm.
these whole people from Sahel, they will pour into Nigeria
They will.
and do their Boko Haram stuff the way they are doing it right now, that it is going to be unstoppable. And when it's unstoppable, all of us will come out and demand that we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. Everybody hold yourself.
The
Your
country that is already like literally broken anyway.
the country that is broke, that don't even have military, that is even workable. This are all military.
So it
Let
should go
them.
ahead then.
Let them. I pray to God. I pray to anything anybody believe that let them go to that war. It will help us faster.
Hmm.
And if they don't go to that war, that means they are more than imbecile if they don't go.
They are just a bunch of cowards, generals
They are
without
just
war.
look at whether anybody likes it or not. The power of the West that power is gradually going down and down. What you're experiencing in the world is that the world needs a reset. You need to have a everybody needs to come to one round table and discuss how this world will be governed. That thing they did in 19 for this thing in Berlin conference. That conference, I keep telling people that conference, it has expired. That particular conference has expired. Now they come to the round table and have discussion. But the reason they don't want to have that discussion is because of Africa. They don't want us to come down there and dictate how we want to be governed. Because if they come with that part of that roundtable discussion, trust me, we will come and tell the whole world how we want to be governed. You see all these practice you see in African leaders, it is going to end.
And that is what going to be the West losing their feeding bottle as well.
Yes, like just like you said, yesterday was when I read that thing that the whole Sahel states in Africa, they have asked the West, not just France. They asked the West to leave their country. That is what you are saying.
So that's why they are serenading the druggie now to make him feel so important, because Nigeria is so strategic to all of their foreign policies. When you look at the West, they will tell you Nigeria is so strategic. If anything goes wrong in Nigeria, the rest of Africa will feel it. Maybe now, in their selfishness, they are about to trigger that button.
Exactly. So when you're looking at it, somebody said, "Oh, that they don't want Europe to be depending on Russia." It's all lie. It's all business. Even whatever France is getting from Africa, Americans are getting it. It's a NATO plan, which they won't let you see what is the memorandum of understanding. Whatever France is making, whatever Britain is making, Americans too are getting shares. That's the reason too. You see, their countries they deploy most of their Marines in Africa too.
Yes.
So it's not as if they are just deploying; they are getting it. The truth is that
you know that I saw it somewhere, Osita. I saw it somewhere that after blowing that Russian what do you call it? Gas supply, Nostromos or something. What's it called? Right?
Yeah, the pipe.
Right.
Yeah,
so they said America now said if anything goes wrong with African plan, they are willing to supply gas to Europe, which means now, America have their own gas. They have all this crude oil in abundance too.
Yeah.
But they just don't want to touch them. Rather, they will take from all over the world first. The reserve that America have for crude oil is probably like, I'm talking about the ones they've taken from all over the world that they bought with $1, right?
Still buying.
And they are still buying. So they are now promising us in Europe that if Africa fails, right, then they should come and buy from them in America, which means Europe will remain indebted to America for life.
Yes. So this is what they are doing. So at the end of the day, everybody don't know that everyone is trying to outmatch each other. So what we are seeing here is not basically that because of they are dependent on Russia, but Russia too use that to make sure he hold Europe to ransom. And to a certain level, when you hold Europe to ransom, America is being held to ransom to a certain level. So that is the game that they are playing. And at the end of the day, they are using us as guinea pigs to write their own theory. So this is what we don't want anymore. It's a gradual process. If those Sahel countries join, before you know it, Congo is joining. Before you know it, anybody, even if it takes Nigeria to be the last country to join, there's no problem. Because what I am telling I told somebody yesterday that because there's no problem, Nigeria will cease to exist in little or no time. So we will see how they will still manipulate Africa.
It's a matter of time. Against the people that the Northerners said this Sharia not will support, they will support their cousins from that side. I promise.
So that is something like, so anybody that is wishing, that Tinubu should go, okay, no problem. Let him go. If them born in Papa, well, let him go. That in Mama went there for grave. If them born that in Mama went there for grave, well, let him go there.
It should. It should.
It is
it's got 2 months to do it now before Trump comes on.
Let him go there. There's no problem.
Thank you so much, Osita. for
right,
stopping
thank you
by
very much.
again, as usual. All right. Thank you very much, sir. You have a very good evening over there. So I have another caller. Meanwhile, we are already running out of our time. We currently have just about 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes. So if you haven't really paid your own offering, liking the broadcast, please do now before it is too late. Hello there. Did I get you or did I miss you? Oh, that's the problem with WhatsApp, right? You get connected, but you're not connected. Let's do it again, ma'am. Keep trying, by the way. So, and if you are okay, I think I got another caller there. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I am alright, Mr. Maigu.
Yes, sir. Ola. Should I call you Ola? You might need to
Can you call me
mute.
what?
See, you know what to do. You need to mute the broadcast too and talk to me on your phone.
Oh, sorry.
It's a
Sorry
little
about
bit
that.
delayed. If you are listening to the broadcast, it's a bit delayed. So let's talk on the phone directly.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I've done that now.
Mm-hmm. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you. How are you too?
Fantastic, sir. I'm very well. Oh, thanks for asking. Please.
Maigu. So you are the Bulu man.
Very, very Odogbolu and the Jebu. I just love Odogbolu more. That's my maternal home.
Because at my school, in Odogbolu, I went to Federal Government College, Odogbolu.
Did you? When was that?
Yeah, I did. Around 84 to 86.
Ah, you are my uncle then. That was the year I was born. That was like 40 years ago. Baba?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
A lot has happened since then.
I had the day of my life, the time of my life.
Bless you.
Because
So
I'm a Lagos man.
you are a Fego product. And they tend
exactly. That's the name.
great
Fego,
products.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Federal government.
So, and first time I was going to be out of Lagos State, but I thought I was afraid when leaving. But when I got there, I just loved it. We used to go to Pomola. If you know this place, they call Pomola in Odogbolu.
Pomola, now?
Yeah, that's
the garage.
We used to smuggle ourselves out of the school. Yeah, that's the garage. Nice one. We used to go to Pomola. And we eat, and eat.
And you have to come through the bush, oh. You can't pass through the main road, though. You have to be jungle. Enter bush, and enter the garage.
The teachers' quarters. We have to go through underground in the grove. Walk on our bellies for up to about 1 hour. Up to 1 hour under the belly. And I used to say, hey, what if we come across a python under this undergrowth? Yeah, we can't turn down. We can't turn back because there are about 10 people behind me. So if you face a snake, where are we going to go? Or is the snake going to turn back for us?
That's some memories, Baba. That's some memories.
Yeah.
Here we are today. At the worst stage.
Yeah, we are today.
We are here at the worst stage right now, discussing the issue that affects all, not just ourselves, but our loved ones too. It's really an interesting stuff. Baba?
When I look at the world, everybody, looking over our environment, we think everything is settled. We think everything is sorted. No. But underneath, if you have one that can think deeply. When you think deeply, and then you see things around you that other people don't see, and that's the kind of person I am.
And you become concerned.
Even in this Europe that we are, in this Europe that we are, that everybody thinks, oh, I win with 1 year, huh? And I just look and I say, There was a time I went on a trip to Nigeria, and I saw one of my cousins, Takweti, because Me too, I'm Dapo. I'm Dapo. So he came to me one day and he said, Uncle, you looking fresh. I look at your skin. I said, that thing, we are just managing. He said, manage care. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí yìí bí ò bá tiẹ̀ dá lọ́hùn bí tẹ̀ lọ bí ò ṣe dá tó èmi gan máa jọ yín kó má dá fèmí náà. Wọ́n ní Dàpọ̀ ṣé mo nǹkan tó sọ tán sí iṣẹ́ ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìgbà tẹ́ ń sọ pé gbogbo ẹ̀ ò dá kó má dá kó má dá bí ò ṣe dá tó kó má dá fèmí náà tó bá débẹ̀ àtọ́ka tí bá ti wọlé. Mo wá wò ó pé òótọ́ làwọn àgbààgbà máa ń sọ pé nǹkan ibi tágbà jókòó sí nǹkan tó rí ọmọdé tó wà ní òkè ajá mẹ́rìndínlógún lọ́hùn kò lè rí o kò lè rí you can never see because it took many years because my sisters they too they want to join me and come to Europe and I said to them, you know what, the stage you are right now, if you leave everything and you say you want to come over to Europe, whichever part of the diaspora you're talking about, they're all the same, they operate on the same level. I said, do you know that it's going to take you like 20 years? 20, and that is if you are lucky, before you get to that stage that you are in Nigeria or whatever you think you want to live in Nigeria and fly out.
It's like starting afresh. Yes.
Exactly. Because what they said to me was because they all did their professional courses in the UK. So they are thinking because their standard is UK recognized that they will get a job here. Most of them are director of their insurance companies all over in Nigeria.
I understand how it feels sometimes, but starting all over again, that's some boss move.
When you mentioned it,
Nigeria continue to make them think that way. People are selling off everything they have. They are leaving everything behind to go and start afresh elsewhere. This is the calamity. This is the tragedy of bad leadership. There are some people are not understanding.
At all. But then when they asked me, it wasn't like they asked me 2 years ago, 5 years ago. No, this was almost 10 years ago that I advised them.
So things are pretty much worse now.
I said, you know I won't mislead you. That was what I said to them. I said, I will never mislead you. And I'm glad I'm your elder brother because I'm the eldest out of 5. That's what I said to them. That you just tell your husband that this is my advice. That you guys should just sit low and mind and look after what God has given you. It's not like that. You are suffering where you are. You are not. You can fly out anywhere you want. I've got all the visas. So it's not like there's anything you are looking for that or you are lacking right now. And your kids, if your kids want to come and educate themselves here, they're welcome. But me, your husband, who is almost my mate, I won't advise it. It won't be rosy. It won't be rosy. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm glad they listen to me.
Man, they'll probably be thanking you for it, Joe, because it's not many people who are so lucky to have such. I have seen people who have sold everything and they came here. See, Nigeria has a way of taking everything away from us. And there are those who have, who have actually fallen into that trap, unfortunately. Only when they got here, they realized that it wasn't as planned to start afresh. It's not for everyone. We should all be honest. Baba, thank you so much because of our time, okay? It's really a pleasure to speak to you.
Nice speaking to you. For first time callers.
I know, and it's such a pleasure, okay? Enjoy the rest of the evening, and I hope I speak to you again.
Okay, then take care.
Yes, sir. My regards to everyone as well, okay? Stay safe, Baba. So our time is fast spent, and as much as I would love to take more calls, I think we should just postpone it to another time from tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did as well. Listen, if as you are leaving the broadcaster this evening, everything we have shared, go on and digest them, okay? Nothing to be forced. We are all learning from what is called the geopolitics, regional politics, to know how the world is moving around us. And it is ideal for us to know so that you don't get caught in the web. I am going to see you again. Enjoy the rest of your evening or night, and good night from here.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún dáyàrí pòlítíkò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyébí nọ́mbà wá.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan wọ́n ṣàti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù.